Hi, I'm Kaylee Unser,
I'm Kevin Perez.
And I'm Cobi Cornejo.
and our problem is ozone depletion. Let's begin.
Ozone depletion is when the ozone layer that surrounds the Earth becomes thinner in the stratosphere. Ozone depletion is a problem because the ozone layer absorbs the harmful ultraviolet rays and keeps them from entering the atmosphere.
The picture shown shows how the ozone layer absorbs most of the UV rays and only lets in enough so that life processes can happen. This is when the ozone layer is intact and not thin. If the ozone layer becomes thinner, too much UV rays can be let in, and the effects on the planet could be catastrophic.
The image shown exemplifies some of the reasons that the ozone layer is being destroyed. The main reason is the emission of chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs. This leads to almost 80% of the total ozone layer depletion.
Finally, this image shows how the CFS goes into the environment, are broken up by the sun, react with ozone O3, therefore destroying the ozone layer catastrophically.
The main place where the ozone layer is destroyed is in Antarctica because that is where the hole in the ozone is located. The hole is located in Antarctica because of the stratospheric clouds. Stratospheric clouds turn out to have the effect of bringing together the pollutants that break down the ozone, which means the ozone is deteriorating faster. Also, since Antarctica has an average yearly temperature of negative 45 degrees in Celsius, it is the only atmosphere that allows it to get cold enough for the stratospheric clouds to form widely through the center of the ozone layer.
The purple circle in the image of Antarctica shows where the ozone depletion is at its worst.
In this figure, where the red is the highest is where the ozone depletion is the highest.
And finally, in this figure of Australia, the purple ring and pink ring show where the ozone depletion is at its worst.
The ozone hole also affects the people of the United States because 22 of the 25 large cities in America, like Los Angeles, Houston, Washington, Baltimore, New York City, have registered to high levels of ozone or smog, which can cause many health problems.
Finally, Australia is one of the places on Earth that is deeply affected by the ozone depletion. Based on ozonedepletion.co.uk, Australia receives a lot more ultraviolet radiation than the United Kingdom. It is closer to the sun than Europe during the summer, making the intensity of UV exposure larger by around 7%.
Along with its clear atmospheric conditions, this means that people living in Australia have to deal with up to 15% more solar radiation than most people do.
These past years, the lengths of the Antarctic ozone hole have spread as far as parts of Argentina and Chile. In 2000, measurements showed that ozone levels over a number of days were down by up to 70%, with levels dropping below 150 Dobson units in some places around the world.
CoolAntarctica.com states that the ozone hole gets larger from July to October and peaks at October, then from November to December, the hole gets smaller.
The ozone hole is also over Antarctica because the strong circular winds form that blow around the whole continent, known as the polar vortex. The polar vortex isolates the air over Antarctica from the rest of the world. After the polar vortex, the stratospheric clouds are then made, which is another reason why the ozone hole is directly over Antarctica.
Some possible solutions to prevent depletion of the ozone layer involve banning the use of chemicals that cause ozone depletion, such as chlorofluorocarbons and hydrofluorocarbons. Also try to buy products that don't let out chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, or hydrofluorocarbons, HCFCs, that are located in many household items like air conditioning and refrigeration equipment and aerosol products.
Ozone depletion affects me in Manhattan Beach because the general ground level ozone pollution in Los Angeles affects Manhattan Beach residents by affecting the air quality. and putting people with asthma at risk. Los Angeles tops the list of the worst ozone pollution in the United States. From naturalworldnews.com, Los Angeles, the city has topped the dirty air list in 14 of the 15 annual State of the Air reports released so far. Half of all the Americans live around the unhealthy levels of ozone pollution.
So, to sum up, ozone depletion should be seen as a real problem that we should take to heart because without the ozone layer, the world would overheat and life on Earth as we know it would be destroyed.